hope you're hungry for some English, because in today's video, we're going to talk about snacking and eating. When we talk about snacks, we mean something small and light to eat, and not a full meal. Snack can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, I want a snack. As a verb, I want to snack. Or, I've been snacking all day. Present perfect continuous. So the word snack has a short A sound, ah. This means that the tongue is low in the mouth, we lower the jaw, and we widen the lips, and kind of into a smile. Ah, ah. If you raise the tongue, it'll sound more like a long A, and then you'll be saying snake. So make sure to keep the tongue low in the mouth. Ah, snack, snack. Another word is munch, and we use this in a similar way to the verb snack. I just want to munch on something. The difference is that munching is usually associated with how we eat. For example, a steady and noisy eating, kind of like when you're eating popcorn or potato chips. One after another, noisy, crunchy. This is usually considered munching. Another word is munchies. This is a noun, so sometimes you'll hear people say, I have the munchies, or I've got the munchies. And it's basically a playful, informal way to say, I'm a little bit hungry and I want a snack. Preferably maybe crunchy or salty, but you can use it to mean any snack. You just use it to mean, you want to snack on something. Now, while some people enjoy salty and crunchy snacks, others will tell you that they have a sweet tooth. Can you guess what that means? Someone says, oh yes, I have a sweet tooth. Yes, it means that they enjoy sweet foods. And this can include fruits and foods with natural sugars in them. But when somebody tells you they have a sweet tooth, most likely they're talking about something like this, dessert foods, cake, ice cream, pies, maybe candy. So obviously I have a sweet tooth, and yes, I will be eating this later. Now the word sweet tooth is not separated. These two words are also connected, sweet tooth, because the final T in sweet and the beginning T in tooth, they're the same pronunciation, the same placement, so there's no need to separate them, and normally we don't. Sweet tooth. But you only hear the T once, right? So your tongue after sweet, that tongue is getting ready, right there is placed for the T sound, and it goes right into tooth. Sweet tooth, not sweet tooth, but sweet tooth. So you're only hearing one T sound, and that's because these two words are connected. Sweet tooth. And also don't forget the TH at the end. Th, th, unvoiced. Th, sweet tooth. And when you're feeling a little bit more hungry and you want more than just a snack, but you don't have a lot of time, you might hear the phrase, let's grab a bite to eat, or I'm going to get a bite to eat. And usually this means you're going to prepare or make something that's easy and quick, kind of like a sandwich, or you're going to get a sandwich somewhere and you're not going to spend a long time eating, maybe just, like a quick lunch break. And it's very common to say these phrases quickly, so they end up being a little bit connected and reduced. For example, grab a bite, grabba. That's what it sounds like, grab a bite. I'm going to grab a bite before the meeting. Let's go. Or get a bite. I'm going to get a bite to eat. I want to get a bite before we go. There's a rule of connection that says when a word ends in a consonant sound and is followed by a vowel sound, especially like an article, a or an, they kind of get connected, like grab a bite, grab a bite. And they're so close and, they just become reduced and connected. I'm going to get a bite. Now, you don't have to say it exactly like that. If you're slowing it down a little and say, Let's get a bite to eat. I want to grab a bite to eat. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I don't tell people they have to say it that way, but you might hear it like that a lot, especially with native English speakers. Hey, let's get a bite. Hey, you want to grab a bite? That's just what it will sound like. All right, our last one is an idiom with the word bite. To bite off more than you can chew. And this has nothing to do with actually eating. It's an idiom that means that you are doing too much. You're doing more than you are actually able to do. For example, I bit off more than I could chew when I decided to work full-time and take 6 classes. Tom agreed to lead 3 big projects at work, but he bit off more than he could chew. So basically, these are examples to indicate that a person has taken on too much responsibility or too much work or too many activities, and they're not able to fulfill those. So don't bite off more than you can chew, or don't do more than you can handle. I hope you gained value from today's lesson, and if you'd like more consistent practice with American English pronunciation and speech patterns with feedback, check out our membership at eslspeechconnect.com. Happy learning, everyone!